Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about spirituality and try to open a important, very important and significant dimension of spirituality called time. Okay, we know that time is going on every moment of our life. Okay, when we are born till now certain amount of time is passing. Till now from currently to till our death time is passing in a frequent manner. So whatever you do, even if you do something, even if you do not something, time is passing on its space. So we have to understand the time. We are not able to master the time, but we have to understand the time and conduct our activity accordingly what matter to us. Okay, so time is a very important dimension of spirituality, because we know that it is the play of time which created first creation, which created second creation, and that creation lost, then next creation come. It is the matter of time which we understand the cycle of moon, cycle of sun, cycle of earth, because on the basis of that cycle we created time. Okay, but time is going on from the time immemorial. If you just you can say disconnect the cycle of earth, moon and sun with related to time, time is altogether a different dimension. That means we, in physics we describe time in a different manner, in mathematics we describe time in a different manner, in spirituality we describe time in a different manner, but we know that time is one entity which is functioning within each and every human being if we are aware of it. Okay, it has no relation, we make it in a relation to the moon, or we make time in our clock so that we understand it, we do conduct our activity based on this thing, but in actually time is always present from the first creation till now, always present. And see, on planet earth we describe time on from the, you can say, revolution of moon, revolution of sun, revolution of earth, but when we move on to the other planet, time is completely different. That's why you can say in black hole or on other galaxy, on other planets, time is a completely different phenomena, because cycle of Venus is much smaller than planet earth. Cycle of Jupiter is larger than planet earth. So if you move on the Jupiter, then your 1 year is completely different. When you move on a Venus, your 1 year is completely different. So it is a matter of time, or it is a matter of place where we are living. On that basis we describe the time. We human being living on planet earth, that's why we are describing time on the motion, on the revolution of earth, moon and sun. And what is ticking in our clock, we make that clock in sync with the cycle of, you can say, cesium atom. Okay, so we consider the revolution of cesium atom, or you can say vibration of cesium atom, as a 1 second, and the basis of that second, 60 second, 1 minute, 60 minute, 1 hour, okay, 24 hour, 1 day, and in this manner you can say 365 28 to 30. What is the revolution of moon around the sun is 1 month, and what is the revolution of sun around the earth around the sun is 1 year. So on that basis of cycle we describe timing for human being who are living on planet earth. But if we move on different places, different you can say location, not on planet earth also time is different, time zone is different. On Russia we know that more than 15 time zone are described in different you can say continent. Time zone is different. So we modify our clock and our understanding in such a manner that we understand, we sync the time from that continent to other continent. In the same manner, if we know the revolution of Venus, revolution of number of revolution of day of Venus around the sun, number of revolution of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune around the sun, accordingly we manage the time. But understand that if we move on the other galaxy, we know that in our cosmos there are approximately billions of galaxy, millions of galaxy. So in each and every galaxy, solar system is different. In our galaxy there are you can say billions of solar system, and on each and every solar time is different in each. That's why onto the core of the black hole time is completely different. And it is said that scientists say that on many places when you go there is a node, there is a less impact of time and space. That means when you from for comparison, if you move from earth to on other, you can say, black hole area and live there for some time, let's say 100 years passing, when you come onto earth, your age is as the way it is when you going there. Let's say you are moving from planet earth to that galaxy, to that black hole region, when you are 30 years of age, when you come back 100 years is passing. That means you are living 100 years of life there, and people also here 100 years of life there, but most of the people who are living here are dying and you are still of that age. Okay, so this is the difference, this is the you can say mystery of time. Because we know that different energy are playing different role on different location. So if we do not understand the energy, if we do not understand the location and its impact on a mechanism, then we miscalculate many things. Okay, so we have to keep in our mind that infinite numbers of energy are playing on different location, and each and every energy have an impact on our mechanism, some are directly, some are indirectly. If you understand it, and then you can say experiment on our mechanism, on our other life form, then we you can say get a desired result. So it is very important that we have to understand time in terms of life, in terms of creation, in terms of physicality, in terms of you can say other celestial bodies, because it is a very significant aspect of our life. Okay, so in time I am going to you can say discover many arena of it. Okay, first of all, let's talk about time of life. You can say how many time a life form is surviving. So we know that different life form have different life cycle. Okay, and it is vary in terms of time and energy as well as experience. For example, some people experience one day as a lifetime. That means and this is a play of magic, this is the play of energy, not play of magic, this is the play of energy. If you enhance your energy, if you can say upgrade energy on such a level that you can experience one day as 100 years, that means if you are living for 100 years, you are living 10,000 years, you are living 10,000 years. And this is the magic of time, because it is the experience of time that you know that it is a 1 hour, it is 1 day, it is a you can say 100 years. In your experience, cycle of sun and moon is going on, but it is the experience of energy, experience of time, which really tells you what number of years you are living on this and what number of years not. For example, if on a certain day, let's say you are very joyful, you do not know time is just passing like a second, one day is passing like a second. On a day when you are in misery, 24 hours looks like a 24 eons. Okay, so it is the mystery of your experience, mystery of time and mystery of energy. Okay, the people describe it as a like rotation of sun, moon, earth. This is true, but in terms of experience, in terms of enhancement of energy, you can go much beyond about the normal time. Okay, and it is important for each and other life form also, because see, on a certain day, on a certain period of time, energy are playing a very vital role. For example, when you notice on most of the culture, sunset, sunrise, during that time prayer is happening. Okay, midday, midnight, sometimes of activity is happening. Brahma Muhurta, sometimes activity is happening. That means 5 times in a day. I am talking about in a day. In a month, in a year, there are many such types of occasion are coming, but in a day there are 5 times. First one is during Brahma Muhurta. That means in the approximately you can say 3:20 a.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, and second one is on a sunrise, third one is on a mid noon day, fourth one is during sunset, and fifth one is in a midnight. That means in a whole day 5 times are there where energies are playing, or you can say energies are very much impacting your mechanism. And if you use your energy for your awareness, for your well-being, then you experience time in a much completely different manner. And I read somewhere and I talked to some people, they said that in a Brahma Muhurta, if you just you can say understand or realize and experience the 40 minutes from 3:20 to 4 a.m. that time, that means if you experience that 40 minutes, that means you experiencing the 40 years. So just you can say whatever we know, whatever you experience, it is a matter of time. Okay, let's say I am at 20 years of age, some people are 40 years of age. So people who are 40 years of age have a 20 years more experience than me. But if I am capable of on daily basis experience 40 minutes as a 40 years, and this happen on a daily basis, if I utilize that time, utilize the time of Brahma Muhurta, utilize the time of sunrise, sunset, midnoon, midnight, that means in a whole day I experience, you can say, if 40, that means 200 years. One day I experience as a 200 years, because each 40 day has a 40 years of time. If I experience that 200 years on a one day, so in terms of my experience, in terms of my life, I have a much more awareness, much more experience about the existence, about the creation, about the life, about each and every dimension of life. And I enhance our mechanism, and I can enhance more mechanism using that knowledge, and I live a good full-fledged life. and this is the requirement of each and every human being, because most of the things which are very critical, which are very significant, and which are for our well-being are available very freely. There is no cost associated with it. We know that sunrise is free, sunset is free. You can watch sunrise, you can watch sunset, you can meditate. There is nothing required. Just keep your mechanism in a, you can say, still mode, or keep your mechanism in a awareness mode. Just this is required, and this is a free of cost. That means when you pay attention on birds, you pay attention of leaf, tree, sunrise, sunset, clouds, energy, moonrise, moonset, all these things are free, and all these things are capable of enhancing your energy if you are paying enough attention on each and every dimension. Okay, so just let's say move into the ocean, move near the coast. You see vast amount of ocean, magic of water, magic of waves, magic of sun, magic of snails, magic of sunrise, magic of cloud formation, magic of, you can say, like tsunami types thing, not like tsunami, but these types of things are happening there. On many places when you go, tornado type of things are happening here. When you move on some other places, rain is happening. Some other places when you go, you can say, dust storm is happening. Some other places glacier bursting is happening. That means an infinite amount of magical thing is happening on different locations only on planet Earth. I am just talking about on planet Earth, not about other galaxy, other planet, other solar system, other cluster, super cluster. No, I am just talking about on planet Earth. If you are paying enough attention on each and every dimension of creation on the planet Earth, you understand the magic of time in each and everything, because we know that each in, let's say, from now till 10 minutes, in these 10 minutes infinite things are happening in the whole world. Let's say here I am recording the lecture, so I invested my time in this. Some people doing, let's say, some chanting, they invested their time. Some people are just reading, they invested their time there. Some people are just cooking, some people are playing, some people are, you can say, doing yoga, some people are creating music, some people are just traveling, some people are just sleeping. Okay, so each and every human being, I just talking about, just you can say, you can say, limited myself to just human being. There are many other dimensions, but just limited to human beings. So each and every human being performing different tasks in these 10 minutes. Okay, and infinite types of activity is going on in these 10 minutes. So if we want to know, if we want to experience in these 10 minutes, we have to become meditative. Then only we know what is going on each and every moment, and what is the requirement of time. Let's say somewhere war is happening, in these 10 minutes somewhere is war is happening, we have to protect that war. So if we have an awareness, not, of course many people do it through meditation, but through awareness, that means through technology, through channels, if you can help that to prevent that war. Let's say in military arena, a spy come and give us an information that in next 10 minutes a war is going on that region. So our military prepare, going there, fighting the war, and concluded. Most of the people are not aware of it. Even it is, you can say, published on the news, many people are not seeing the news. So it is very important that first of all you have to become conscious, because it is the, you can say, mastering the time. It is a, you can say, it is a very important aspect of time, that you can master the time and extract the important aspect from each and every moment of your life, because infinite things are going on. If you are meditative, you are able to downloading each and every, but what is the best one and on which activity you want to perform. Okay, I am recording it because I know that what I experienced yesterday on the whole day, what I experienced, I try to tell this experience to you. That's why on daily basis I recorded 30 to 40 minutes lecture with the help of my just a mobile and some celestial body like sun and clouds. So for me it is important, for other people something else is important. So it is very significant. That's what each and every human being experience is a very important thing. It comes with the help of time. So what each and every human being experience, and first of all, if people not keep their mechanism in a good state, if they are not realizing the significant behavior of, or you can say significance of meditation and significance of yoga, spirituality, they are not experiencing good thing, or good thing in the means for their well-being. So we have to first of all make human being, conscious human being, keep their mechanism in a, you can say, sophisticated state, so that they aware about each and every life, from their children to their wife to their mother to their, you can say, gurus, to their people, to their colleague, each are aware, and conduct activity which is well better, which can solve their problem as well as enhance their mechanism. In this manner, if each and every human being do this, then most of the thing which is required for the well-being of the humanity, at the same time people do the same thing, and there is no much difference. For example, if people are aware about you can say exercise, people aware of yoga, people aware of experience. So this is the time, this is in the morning time, most of the people dedicate their time in meditation, where you can say, of course, sun is vary. So when in whichever location sunrise phenomena happening on, so 22.5 hours after the sunrise is a time where people devote their time for meditation. So in whichever region, let's say in other countries sun reaches 2 hours later from here, so at that in that country at that time. But if we do at a certain amount on a certain period of time, if we do the same thing and which is beneficial for the human being, if you take the phenomena of sunrise, maybe it vary on different location. Let's say for example, just at a certain amount of time, people just for a 1.5 hour dedicate their time for meditation, irrespective of sunrise, sunset, this time, that time, just they devote a particular time for meditation. Let's say from here till next 1.5 hour, if we dedicate our time for meditation, okay, so all number of people wherever they live, okay, they, you can say, finish their tasks in a finish their tasks yesterday or finish their task later on, and just devote 1.5 hours for meditation. This means each and every human being devote their time in meditation. Of course, realized one, adult one, not a children or not a people who are not able to do this thing, but most of them. And let's say, for hypothetically, let's say children are sleeping. It is a hypothetical situation, I know, but just suppose children, most of the children are sleeping, most of the children who are wake up just doing their own task, and most of the people are meditative in the half an hour. So we realize that in this 1.5 hour, one thing is going on in the whole world is human beings are meditative. So we can enhance, you can say, extract that knowledge, and we can talk about it, and we can enhance this perception, how they can do it in a better manner. This is happening, this is the matter of time, this is the magic of time, this is the mystery of that time, that we at whichever time of you can say creation we are living, we extract the information which impact the large number of people, and try to solve that problem and try to enhance that dimension. Because for example, let's say football is going on, we know that half of the world is watching the football. So many advertisement company, many people who try to create awareness, many people who try to, you can say, showcase their intelligence, showcase their technology, and try to invest in it, because they know that in these 1.5 hours they are able to showcase their product, their technology, their intelligence to the half number of the people. There is no, you can say, nowhere possible that number of people are dedicated their 1.5 hours for one thing. So it is very, very important. Things which are beneficial for the human being, things which can enhance their life, things which can solve the problem of the world, people invest their time into it. Maybe even if not on the same time, but in a whole day, whenever they think, they invest that number of time in that activity, so that we have an idea that which thing, or you can say on which topic we have to invest our time to solve the problem of the human being. We know that you can say human beings are made of the 5 elements of existence. 5 elements of existence is required by the each and every human being. So if we solve this problem which are faces by the 5 elements of existence, like water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, sound pollution, volcanic activity, if we solve all these things, then see, volcanic activity is a natural phenomena, but which is caused by the man-made. Natural things are good, but problems are caused by human being, like 5 elements of existence: air, water, soil, fire, space. We know that in space people polluted the space. In terms of fire, people polluted many places. In terms of water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution. So if we solve this problem, we are solving the problem of the 8 billion people. But we know that on many places this problem is automatically solved. So we just to choose the area where this problem is occurring, and if we do that, we know that human beings are made up of the 5 elements of existence. If we solve the problem related to 5 elements of existence, and people have a mastery over these 5 elements of existence, as well as the mastery of time with relation to this 5 element of existence, most of the problem is solved. And also people can enhance their life by using these elements. Okay, so see, this is the magic of time also, because we know that in first creation time is something different, and at that time these 5 elements of existence occur in a different proportion. In this creation, as time passes in this creation, 5 elements of existence occur in a completely different proportion. So we have to also aware about a time. If we are not aware of it, we are facing many issues. For example, let's say 100 years ago, or let's say just you can say 50 years ago, technology and science are not developed on such a level that we are reaching to the moon. We are working on a computer, we are using 5G phones, we are using telephone, we are making such a beautiful movie with the you can say VFX, and we are not you can say climbing to the Himalaya and doing different act. So it is the magic of time that evolution take place, awareness take place, and we are discover different thing, and we make our life a comfortable life. So let's say if you go 50 years ago, we have a no idea of mobile, we have a no idea of computer, and if we want to live our life according to that time, if we live a very mediocre life, because if we are not updated, if you are not you can say tech savvy, if you are not understand that our mechanism have to be updated with the time, we live a very miserable life, a very you can say mediocre life. And it is also important that things which in evolution we are very you can say we created very bad thing also, because 50 years ago our environment is good, air is good, water is good, and nowadays they are polluted. So we have to just you can say inculcate those things which are really good for human being, not those things which are bad for human being, because we are know that on the name of development, on the name of modernization, people do very horrendous things which is not good. No, we have to understand that at time going on, we have our mechanism have to evolve, and things which problem which are already solved, we have do not have to enter into that arena. We have to enhance our mechanism, not creating new problem. See, if new problem come, people have to come together and solve this problem. But you can say intentionally, if people create problem, see, it is a bad thing, because see, as time passes away, we know that with as time passes away, evolution also takes place. So we have to test the fruit of evolution also. We are the flower of the evolution. Human being are the flower of evolution, because we experience the time. We are able to you can say use each and every moment of the time for our well-being, for the well-being of the society, for the well-being of the nation, and for well-being of the world. So if we do not you can say understand this perception and understand this perception of time and spread this perception in the whole world, so that each and every human being, each and every life, each and every animate and inanimate objects perceive it, experience it, and use that time for their well-being, then we are a very you can say irresponsible human being. Because if we are of the fruit of the evolution, so it is our responsibility that whatever we experience, whatever we gain, with that you can say enhancement, with that you can say knowledge, we have to spread this thing in the whole world, and also understanding the limitation of each and every life form. Okay, for example, if people are dedicated, if people are devoted, we have to pass that knowledge to them. But people who are not dedicated, devoted, if we pass them, we are wasting our time. So it is our responsibility that choose different types of group. First of all, create a conscious human being, make them some you can say make them aware that they do meditation, they do yoga, because if they do these things, they are stable, they are conscious, they are aware, they are a you can say updated human being. If we create a human being of this category, then only we can impart our knowledge. So it is the magic of time. If we aware the magic of time in each and every people, that how they invest their time in this activity, and if we create such number of conscious people, so imparting our knowledge become a very easy task. Because nowadays we know that billions of people are devote their time in education, but we know that we produce a very few good human being. Okay, so it is the fault of education system, how we teach, in which environment it teach, what we teach. It is very important. The content is important, environment important, and time is also important. Okay, so see what is going on in the world is currently we are try to solve it, try to fix the problem, but whatever newborn come, we have to take responsibility that we have to create a world where education, health system, education system, you can say movies industry, spirituality, philosophy, everything going on in a beautiful manner, and we give freedom to each and every children that they do what they want to do, and we provide, state government of each and every country provide them necessary tool, technology, so that we create a society where enhanced, updated, and conscious human beings are living. Okay, most of the problem of today's generation is, or you can say today's parents, is that they forcefully put their children in a you can say stream where they think that money is more important than education. If state government provide these types of facility to each and every parent, on whichever extent it's possible, that we are not you can say destroy the life of the most of the you can say children, most of the youth. So it is altogether different matter, but you can relate it with time, because in the past there are many good things, but there are bad things also. Currently there are also these types of you can say limitations are going on, but we have a responsibility that in future, as time going on in next 100 to 200 years, we create a generation, we create a you can say a number of people, a host number of people who are aware, who are conscious, and who take the responsibility of making each and every human being conscious human being, whatever money takes, whatever you can say time take, and whatever resources takes. It is the responsibility of you. Many people are currently doing it also. Many people, whatever they perceive, whatever they know, they are doing it, but it is not enough. It is not enough. First of all, we have to create a number of pool of people who are, first of all, they are aware what they want to do, and also dedicate their time and their life in this, and spread this knowledge in the whole world. Many gurus like Vivekananda, Shiva, Krishna, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga, these are entities, Jesus, you can say, 10 gurus in Sikhism, Mahavira, Buddha, all these are realized beings who devoted their time, their life, and understand the mystery of time, and go on the path of spreading awareness in each and every human being. Their path is different, their you can say way is different, but they are successfully you can say do their work in this world. So here we know that we have a data about these number of realized beings. So we create such number of realized beings that whatever problem exists, first of all we have to solve that problem, take the inspiration from the time, what is happening in our past, what is happening let us say billions years ago. If we are experienced now, we are not just going to the past for 100 years, 200 years, we are going to the source where the creation began, and also to the time where non-physically started. We know that cosmos is beginningless and endless. It is a very magical you can say experience. We know that we are living here, we just when we experience, we collect data about our life, our experiences in our life, when we born and when we become aware, conscious, after that we are aware of it. But when we are meditative now, we go to the core of the creation, that means when the creation happened, and also before that, that means even if the creation type of things are not there. So we know that it is no beginning, no end. If we understand the time has no beginning and no end, it is always present. In terms of physicality it is present, in terms of physicality it is present, in terms of your experience it is present, in terms of other celestial body it is present, because human being, each and every energy is connected with each other, and you human being, if they are aware, they connect themselves that each and every moment of their life, each and every moment of the creation, each and every moment of the time. That means you are present everywhere, every time, from the beginningless to endless, from this dimension to that dimension, from surface to coast, you are present everywhere. So you have to just become aware, and whatever you want to know, let's say you want to know what is happening 1 million years ago at that moment of time, and to that you can say object, then just become an object, go travel in the time, become that object and experience, and just know what that object experience, because you are that object, no? So it is a very simple logic. It is not you can say a very complex thing which you are not able to understand. No, it is a very simple thing. Just become meditative, you travel in the time, in the past, in the future, you experience the current, and whatever you want to know, just become that, and you are experiencing it and giving data here, because infinite things are happening. You are not able to at one time speak about everything, but you are able to experience each and every moment and what is happening in each and every moment, okay, because you are everywhere. That's why consciousness and awareness and meditation is required. For example, let's say if someone wants you what is happening let's say yesterday in your life, if you just ask to someone, it is a very ridiculous thing, okay, because you are able to experience it. Why you are asking? If your mechanism is capable of doing these things, why you are asking? Because that guy may give you a right information and wrong, you do not know. But it is sure that when you are experiencing the time, go back in the time, you are experiencing the exact thing what is happening there, and it is not wrong. Because nowadays problem in the whole world is you can say untruth. Many people are not telling the truth. They just you can say mingle each and everything with one another, and truth is hiding and lie is spreading, and that is the problem in the whole world. For example, let's say any case is going on in a Supreme Court. For example, let's say any case is going in a court, two parties are disputing on that issue. Even what is happening there, if they exactly tell the story to the court, that matter is solved within a half an hour. But one party say different thing by manipulation, other party say different thing by manipulation, and both are fighting. Then time of judge, time of lawyer, time of both the human being, both the parties are destroying. See, everything is not objective, most of things are subjective. That's why we have to create, like earlier time many people write Vedas, many people write Gitas, many people write scripture, Vedant, you can say Upanishad, so that people gain knowledge from it and make it as a law book and follow that law. But we have to know that there are many fault things are also present in that books. It is not because actual book is something different, people modify it and create its own version. That's why it is not a good thing. And even if it is original, what that people experience, it is not, you can say, if they are aware, if they are conscious, they whatever they produce and they understand the time and imagine the time, they produce a good result. But many of them, they just you can say are not inclusive, are not conscious, write a book and they, you can say, give different description for each and every life form, and many of people, current people, are not accepting it. Like Manusmriti, they in that book, very, you can say, bad things are written about the woman. We know that this is not acceptable. So we have also updated our book also, because any people who are aware, for example, their Gita is a very important and beautiful thing, because each and every line is relevant for current time, as well as there is you can find each and every answer, you can find every answer of your every question, because that book is written in awareness. Whoever see, we know that Krishna is pocket, many of people also arguing about it, but if you experience, you know that Krishna, whatever you experience in terms of male, female, in terms of that, this, because in Gita itself it is said that I am present everywhere. I am tree also, I am male also, I am female also, I am, you can say, a warrior also, I am, that means I am everything. So you cannot just create an image of me, because I am everything, and I am not only relevant for this time, I am also relevant for previous time, future time. That means you cannot comprehend me. You have to just worshipping each and every atom, each and every energy, each and every, you can say, moment, I am there. Okay, so this is a very beautiful thing. If people want to, you can say, discriminate other people on the naming of it, it is a bad thing, because what is written there, they are not understood it. So it is a very bad thing. So we have to aware people in this manner, in such a manner that they itself realize that what is happening there is not a good, and we do not have to invest our time into it, because this is a very, you can say, people who are not conscious, if they create problem, first of all we have to solve their problem, but if they are not listening to ourselves, and if that's just creating chaos, so we have some mechanism of punishment, that we punish that people so that other people live a good full-fledged life. So it is our responsibility that give a law or give a mechanism, give a, you can say guidelines, so that it is relevant for each and every life form, each and every animate thing, each and every atom. And Gita, I can say, in my experience, no other book which is present on this, till I present on this creation or present in the whole cosmos, which is as much as relevant, as much as, you can say, beautifully describing each and everything is there. It is just, you can say, it is a book of your life. It is a book of awareness. It is a book of, you can say, realization. You can perceive anything, whatever you want, with the help of that book. And of course, many people are also manipulating and adding their own thing. No. If you do not want to read that book, you just become meditative and go at that time when Krishna, when that energy, you can say, talk about each and everything. If you are aware, you understand each and everything clearly, because on the name of book also, on the name of Gita also, people, you can say anything which have a no much context to that, you can say, talk. Okay, so whatever they modify, some part of it is still remain relevant. Let's say they modified the Gita many a time, but we know that some, let's say 20 to 30% are still relevant. So on the basis of that also, you are able to derive the exact conclusion of all those things. And the best thing is just become meditative, just pay attention on your mechanism, and when a problem comes, just think with the help of your mechanism, you are actually you can say in synchronization of this time, you are actually doing, if you are meditative, if you are conscious, you are actually doing exact thing what is written there and what is said by the higher energy, because we know that someone is created us. Okay, they have some you can say mechanism, some tool, how they created and what is functioning associated with each and every human being. So we know that someone is created us, some different number of cells mechanism is going on in our body. It is not created by us, we know that. So we have to first of all clear that someone is created us and they are in charge of our life. Okay, but also that entity gives us some freedom to do things. So and for that, it is the first of thing is required is consciousness, meditativeness, and you keeping your mechanism updated. If you all keep all these things, and if we realize the time, we are in sync with the time, then whatever you do become a solution, not a problem. And it is very important that each and every human being understand the time, sync their life with the time, and do activity which is relevant for their well-being of the nation, world on a larger scale, and for the whole cosmos, because you know that cosmos is beginningless, endless, time has a no origin, no end. So whatever we know is a limited. Okay, we have to, you can say, break the boundary of limitedness, or you can say cross the boundary and go beyond that boundary, and you can say break the cycle of life and death, and experience everything as part of ourselves, and just spread into each and every atom. So it is very, we are already there, but it is, we have to realize it, we have to experience it, otherwise there is no point of doing different you can say knowledge, different talk regarding it. Okay, so time is very important, and its dimension is also important. In whichever arena you go, in whichever area you go, you understand the importance of time. It is the time that some in our past we are children, becoming adult, becoming that age, after that we are married, our children, if you marry or not, there are also two dimensions, and after our children, and whatever time we, in whichever time we live, it is a matter of time that sometimes we are children, adult, old, and then we die. So it is a matter of time, and we know that in only this time period, if we enhance multifold this time, this is it for our life, and we know that, and we do not have an idea about what is happening next moment. Okay, because life and death is happening at each and every moment of our life. If let's say on next, if I am not inhaling, I am dead. So see, there is no such, this is the beautiful, this is the, you can say, magic of life, that we do not know what is happening next day, what is happening next moment. This is the magic of time. If you are aware, we do very ridiculous thing. If you are not aware, people are not aware, also do ridiculous thing. But if we are aware that we are not understanding what is going on in there, so this is the magic of time. But people who are meditative, people who are conscious, they know that what is going to happen in each and every moment. That's why they plan their task, their activity, and their work, so that what is required to do in this world, they do it, and after that they set their body and go wherever they want. So this is important. For example, let's say inhaling, exhaling, a situation comes when you are not able to inhale, you are die. Some people just shot you, you are die. Go to a bike, accident happen, you die. Okay, let's say just consuming something, a poison in there, you die. So there is no certainty, but we know that what are the way through which we can prevent these types of activity. That's yoga, meditation, clean air, safe driving. Whenever we are eating, we are checking that food. Not always possible, but at as much extent as possible, we are do that. So there are many mechanisms present through which we can save our life and experience our, you can say, past, present, and future, and do things in a best possible manner. But we have to understand it. We have to understand it that there is no other alternative of consciousness. There is no other alternative, and it is the difference between animal and human being, that human beings are conscious and animals are not. Even the same time period is passing. So because this is the mystery of life also. When you dive into different dimensions, you experience different things. Okay, just in a matter of time, we know that as a time passes, in the next 10 minutes, infinite things are happening. New birth is happening, not only of human being, different human being, different cycles of, you can say, air is going on from the here to there. So let's say just if we know that telephone things are available. So in next 10 minutes what is happening in the USA on that place, just know what is happening, just hear and just talk to them and just calling a video and see what is happening there. A completely different thing altogether, just only on planet, on different continent, different things is happening. So just think about on other planets, on other galaxy, on other solar system, and time is same, there is no difference of time, there is a difference of energies. Somewhere different energy is playing, some other places different energy is playing, but time is different. For example, let's say I am in imagination, if I make replication of my mechanism into 10 parts, okay, and send them on 10 different places where different types of energy is playing. So time is same, but on the basis of impact of energy our body react. Or some places maybe I am not able to survive, on some places maybe my age is not aging, on some places maybe it is aging at a very faster rate. So it is the impact of energy on your life, because some energies are so vast that your body is not able to handle it, and at many a time it collapse. So let's say you are going on to 10 different location and 10 different energies are playing, you can say playing its role on your body, and time is same. We know that on the next 10 minutes, I am talking about next 10 minutes relative to this, related to the time of earth. So on some places our body is not able to handle this energy and they are collapsed. On some places it is so able to handle that it enhance their mechanism and it is not aging. On some places it is aging on a faster rate. On some places a normal, like on planet earth this is going on in this manner. On some places, let's say with the impact of that energy, our height reduces, our activity in our body is reduces, we become altogether a new creature. So this is the, remember, this is not a you can say impact of time, this is the impact of energy. Okay, so that's why it is very important that at each and every moment we have to experience, we have to perceive the energy, because each and every energy have some impact on our mechanism. If we perceive the energy and know that which energy is good and which energy is bad, then we make things accordingly and perceive high energies which are for our well-being, as well as repel energy which are creating problem for our mechanism, for our society. So it is very important that understanding time. When you understand time, you understand everything. Okay, even in whichever arena you are, just create or just experience time as a base. Okay, on that basis, on that base you can put whatever you want, but just create as a base. That means utilizing time, not what is happening, that means this is priority, this is priority, that is not, no, just make time as a priority, and at each and every moment keep your mechanism towards awareness. And if you do this, a time comes when you become so much aware that you understand each and every mystery of the creation, you perceive each and every higher energy which are present in the whole cosmos, not only on this planet, and you know your limitation, you know your, you can say, drawbackness, and on the basis of that you solve it and enhance your mechanism on a good state. Okay, so I hope you understand the mystery of time. Okay, now let's open another dimension of time. For example, let's say we are moving in a forest. I am a human being, some plants are there, some insects are there, some birds are there, some trees are there, some animals are there. Just sit on a tree, let's say just a, you can say, branch of a tree which is safe for you, not snakes are roaming around there, they are, but if you, let's say, sit on a safer places and watch the activity of each and every life form which are living in this jungle, living in this forest, be it snake, be it insect, be it birds, be it plants, be it animals, okay, be it small, let's say ants which are, you can say, rolling around here and there. In terms of time, time is same for each and every one, for each and every life form, for each and, let's say, rock is also there, for each and every animate and inanimate, time is there. But impact of energy are such that some life form is surviving for 1 day, some life form is surviving for 10 days, some life form is surviving for, you can say, 12 years, some is for 60 years. Like human being is surviving for 100 years, dog is surviving for 12 years, some insects are surviving for 1 day, rock is surviving for millions years. So it is not a mystery of time, it is the impact of energy. But for understanding that impact, we have to understand the time also, because we know that million years ago that rock is on a, in a different component, different composition. but now composition is changed due to impact of energy, due to impact of 5 element of existence. So if we are aware about time, if we are aware of energy, we can solve the problem of geology, we can solve the problem of geography, we can solve the problem of spirituality, we can solve the problem of science, we can solve the problem of philosophy, because each and everything is related. When we take science, spirituality is the another. They see spirituality and science are two sides of the same coin. You cannot say spirituality is different from science. No, not. Both are same, but our way of finding things are varies. Okay, in science many people choose logic, but in spirituality we know that for solving every every task, logic is not important. What is the logic of you being here? What is the logic? There is no logic. You are just here. If you want to find it an answer, you give different you can say stories, but we most of the things we do not know. If you are conscious, if you are realized, so people who are conscious, who are realized, who understand the mastery of that, they know it. Not all the people, not all the people. That's why it is very important, and we solve the problem of the all number of people, but create a number of group who are conscious, who are aware, and who are, you can say, devote their time and life for understanding it. If it is, if whole human being are doing it, it is a great thing, but we know that most of them are not doing it because they are not aware. And if even most of the people who even they are aware, they are not devote their time and life in that activity. So it is very important that we make a group of number of people who devote their time and life and live a life for the well-being of the other people, and that types of people we worshipping it, we worshipping Shiva, because they do propagate, you can say, yoga knowledge and their teaching in the whole world for their well-being. That's why we worshipping people. We you can say show our devotion to the energy, to the, you can say, energy is the best thing, which are impacting the life form, which are impacting the creation on a large scale. Until now we know that Shiva as an energy which is impacting all things, and Shiva is the core of each and every energy. That means Shiva is the ultimate, and in them all other things are, you can say, embedded. Okay, whatever you think, if you worshipping, you can say, Vishnu or Krishna, Shiva is a dimension of it. Each and every dimension is associated with Shiva, each and every dimension is associated with Rudra. Many people they fight on it, no, this same, they can fight, but we know that on a surface they are very, see, I am talking about the core. Surface, let's say we say different things, this religion, that people, that life, this thing, but on a core everything is same. Okay, Krishna is Shiva. If I talking about Shiva, this thing, and you think is I am talking about this entity, no, I am talking about each and every, whatever you think of is Shiva. Even his name, her name of transgender is different, but everything is Shiva. And it is not for you can say religion purpose or propagating anything, no. If you are conscious, if you are realized, he is and so that energy is present everywhere, in each and every human being, in each and every life form, each and every inanimate object. That energy is the core of the existence, basis of the existence, and on that basis everything is happening. Okay, so if you understand the core, if you understand the basis and what is happening here and there, nothing else is needed to do in this world. This is it. Okay, so I hope you understand the importance of time, importance of energy, and its impact on our life, and gain some perspective, some idea about it. So I want to create number of people who become aware, become conscious, become realized, and devote their time and life for understanding all types of higher energy, and for that they have to keep their mechanism on a good state. And if they do it, they are successfully do it, because many things are present. I do not have to deliver anything, everything is present in this cosmos in a beautiful manner. You have to just pay attention on it, become meditative, take, you can say, information or download all types of data and work on it. And each and every human being, each and every, you can say, atom are capable of doing it. Okay, let's say some task which is not performed by the human being done by other animal, some task which is not done by animal done by the flower. Very beautiful thing, na? For eating you uses fruits, you use vegetable, you uses animals, you uses grains. Okay, you are not eating stone. So at that point of time, stone is not fulfilling your work. If you are hungry, other plants are helping you. Okay, if you want to climb on a mountain, you are not climbing on a, you can say, fruits, you are climbing on a mountain. So at that places mountain is helping. So in each and every moment of time, different energy, different things are helping. So you have to become devoted toward each and everything and create this awareness in your mind that you are everywhere, each and everyone is helping you. Just become devoted and create awareness within your mechanism. So I hope you love it, you enjoy it and gain some perspective, some knowledge out of it. So namaskaram, thank you.